Today we're going to take a look at the 2016 Nissan Maxima SL. So let's go ahead and start it up and go take a look. Now in this video we're not going to be going over all of the features offered in the Nissan Maxima SL. We're only going to be talking about what features are specific to the SL. So what makes an SL when considering upgrading from the Nissan Maxima SV. Now on the outside there's not too many features that give it away. Aside from, of course, like one of the big things that of course will give it away is the power panoramic sunroof. So sunroof for the front and the rear passengers. On this black color, however, it's not very noticeable. As you can see, it just looks like it's black, as well as the blacked out seat pillars. So on the outside, there's not going to be too many dead giveaways. If you have something like a lighter color, like a white, silver, or something else completely different, then yes, you're going to be able to notice this is an SL because of the power panoramic sunroof. So starting from the SL and above, all the Nissan Maximas are going to have that. Up here in the front, as you can see, very similar to the SV, you have the rear and front parking sensors. The front fascia is still the same. So overall, not too many big changes. You're still going to have of course, the LED daytime running lights in the shape of a boomerang. So let's just gonna take a quick look outside just so you kind of get an idea of what the body looks like on the Nissan Maxima in case you haven't seen it before. Yeah, overall it's gonna be a really attractive vehicle from Nissan. Again, it's where Nissan really puts their best foot forward with the Nissan Maxima. Some of the big changes we're going to see with the SL, what really makes it an SL is the technology features that now it offers on the inside. So the Nissan Maxima is a really big jump from the SV. So the Nissan Maxima SV is considered very more luxurious. Now with the Nissan Maxima SL, it's more technology forward. So you still have the same luxuries and amenities that the Nissan Maxima SV offers, like leather seats and all the good stuff. But now the Nissan Maxima SL is a really push towards technology, so it's a little bit more tech forward. You're gonna have like forward collision warning, forward collision braking, adaptive cruise control, so make sure that you don't, well, the car can pretty much drive itself, although it won't drive itself, it almost can pretty much. So let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what changed. Now again, like I said, on the interior, as you can see, it's very similar to the Nissan Maxima SV. So a lot of the door panels, you still have soft touch leather and everything on here on the sides of the door. The seats are of course leather seats, so you still have nice high quality leather seats on the Nissan Maxima. Now coming around here to the back is the same story as you can see here in the front. So you still have nice leather seats in the car. Definitely very comfortable. So with the driver's seat again set to my preference, I still have a lot of space. Gives you a chance to see the power panoramic sunroof. So all of this is power, nothing manual. Press a button and the shade opens and the power panoramic roof will open as well. Vents here in the back, so nothing too different from the Nissan Maxima SV. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. And the Nissan Maxima SL, however, you do not have a little opening here because the seats actually fold down forward, so it gives you a 60-40 split. Again, the seats are gonna fold down. The Nissan SR and Platinum, they have a little opening to the trunk. So just gonna give you a quick overview how everything looks like before I actually get into to explaining everything, just so you have an idea of what the Nissan Maxima SL is gonna offer you. Now here in the dashboard, things have changed just a little bit. It's a little bit not too noticeable, but now as we're altering the screens, we do have a little bit more options to choose from. We have of course the home, we have the music, the navigation screen with turn-by-turn direction, your information screen, your gas mileage screen. Now this one is new. Here's the driving aids. So now, because we do have driving aids on the vehicle, which include forward collision warning and forward collision braking, as well as, intelligent cruise control. You can see what options are turned on when you go to the driving aid screen. Right now we don't have too many turns on, so it doesn't actually tell me anything. We only have blind spot on. We have tire pressure monitoring system, sport mode, or if I have it in normal mode, it'll tell me normal things. But since I have it in sport, it'll tell me sport information. Now, what's changed is here in the settings, we can go to driver assistance, and this is where we can turn on the other stuff. So you can turn forward emergency braking, so if it's on, the vehicle is gonna make sure that it's gonna prevent a collision. When it's off, you can see that little light here on the side, lets you know that it's not on and it can't prevent anything like that. Turn it on, you'll be safe. You can also turn on like the parking aids, which would include like the parking sensors, the backup camera, all that good stuff. And then once you turn blind spot on, you can see a little detecting here. So the blind spot is what you're gonna notice right over here. So that's something else that's added on the Nissan Maxima SL. You have blind spot warning. So what blind spot warning is somebody's in your blind spot when you're driving, on your left side or on your right side, you can see a little light that's going to turn on right here. Now, that's going to stay on for as long as they're in your blind spot, but if they move or something, it'll turn off. One thing is, if you turn on your turn signal while they're in your blind spot, it's going to actually start beeping and the little thing's going to flash. So it's going to really try to get your attention so you don't actually switch lanes while someone's in your blind spot. So that's one feature added to the Nissan Maxima SL. Another thing to notice is now you have rear cross traffic alert. So when you're reversing into traffic and you don't happen to see somebody driving by, as long as you're in reverse, the Nissan Maxima, even though it doesn't actually see it on the camera, it's going to alert you of any passing traffic behind you. So it's something that's really, really helpful, because even though it's not directly behind you and you won't be able to see it, the Nissan Maxima is going to make sure that you're safe from all angles. Now, one big main thing with the Nissan Maxima SL again is the intelligent cruise control. So the way you use that, simply just press the button here. You're going to see that the cruise control thing turns on here at the top. Now, what intelligent cruise control is going to do is going to make sure that you stay a certain distance between the car in front of you. So you can adjust the distance by pressing the button right up here. You can see the little bars here at the very, very top start adjusting. So if I press it, they'll go lower, lower, and then that's full. Now that's about 10 feet away, so for every bar it's about going to be like 10 feet. So you can set it whether you want to be 10 feet away from the car in front of you, 20 feet, 30 feet, and the car is going to brake, slow down, or even come to a complete stop if it needs to stay that distance. So it's very good for traffic. You can set it at 80 miles an hour or 60 miles an hour. You can be going to freeway speed. If a car cuts in front of you, the car will automatically slow down and then pick right back up to the speed that you're going to. Once traffic clears, or if traffic is slowing down, it's going to slow down. But once traffic clears, it's going to go actually right back up to the speed that you wanted it to. So it's one thing to mention there again. And of course, well, the whole forward collision warning. Now the steering wheel is going to be very similar to what we saw in the SV. Still leather wrap, perforated leather, so you have little dots on the leather. So it really gives you an elegant looking feel. One thing you do have is, of course, heated seats, but that was also added on the SV, so it's nothing too major there. You have high and low settings. Once you upgrade to the SR or the Platinum, you're gonna have heated and cooled seats. Now, speaking of the steering wheel, one small thing to notice is that the SL also adds heated steering wheel. So you're gonna be able to notice that by this button here. When you press that button, it's actually gonna start heating up the steering wheel. So if it's a little bit too cold or it's just not very comfortable, it's going to actually do a quick heating, and it's going to actually get pretty warm right away. So if it starts getting too hot, just press the button and you're going to turn it off just like that. Now, one small thing, but something that adds a lot of elegance to the overall appeal of the Nissan Maxima, is what you're looking at now. The Nissan Maxima SL and above add the accent lighting, which is obvious through what you see here. So in the daytime and the nighttime, those little lights, it's not something overall too major and not really easy to spot, but as you can see, it lights up. So, you know, a little touch. You can adjust the brightness again from here, so you can turn it down or turn it off completely if you want. As you can start turning it down, you can see it's not as noticeable as it was. But it's just one little minor thing that really just adds to the elegance of overall of the vehicle. So one thing I do personally like, again, that's going to be standard on Nissan Maxima SL and above, Now, one good thing to mention is, of course, the Bose audio system. So you can tell it's Bose because obviously you have the branding there in the middle. So you have a center channel from Bose. You have 11 speakers total from the Maxima SL and above. So of course you do have like the sides, a couple of speakers at the bottom, at the top. So overall, you know, it's gonna give you really deep sound, good bass, and just one small thing that's gonna be added to the Nissan Maxima SL. Now, of course, one of the main selling features with the Nissan Maxima SL is, of course, a dual panoramic sunroof. So you can open that up just by pressing the button right over here. Once you do that, the power panoramic sunroof is going to open. Now you can tilt this sunroof right there, or you can open it like it is right now, or you can just leave it closed without having to close everything. So it's all pressure sensitive. You have 3 settings. You have it just to open so you can get some light in. You have the one that's going to make it pop up like it is right now, or you can make it open up completely. So again, it's the panoramic sunroof makes it really attractive on the inside. And once you step on the outside, the Nissan Maxima's panoramic sunroof really appeals, makes the car a little bit more appealing, that's for sure. So again, not too noticeable in a black car, but once you go into a different type of colored car, it really stands out and really makes a statement on the Nissan Maxima. So this has been a quick look at the 2016 Nissan Maxima SL. Did a quick rundown seeing what features are added and what features stand out on the SL model. We covered all of the features, so make sure to check out the rest of the videos. Just take it one step by step from SV, SL, Platinum, and the SR to see what features are added and what trim looks perfect for you. Thank you for watching.